the All Indiana Podcast Network. This is AC's Conversations. AC's Conversations is about sports, music, TV, movies, and more.
Everything and more.
Everything is ready to go.
That include the latest news and rumors, along with interviews with the biggest names in sports and entertainment. This is AC's Conversations with your host, News 8 Sports Director.
The man is the real deal.
Let's go to work, brother.
Anthony Calhoun.
It's time now for our celebrity guest, who is by far a big fan of your Indianapolis Colts. So let's go live to North Carolina, where the architect of the greatest era of Colts football, former GM and team president, the one and only Bill Polian, joins us live this morning. Bill, good morning to you, my friend. Thank you so much for joining us.
Thanks, AC. Great to be with you, and happy holidays to you and all your viewers.
Oh, I appreciate it, my friend. You know, it is so great to have you here on the show this morning. And of course, knowing all those wonderful, great moments that you orchestrated during your time as president of the Colts. We're going to flash back to all those special moments you had here in Indy in a moment. But first things first, I got to get your assessment on how impressed you have been with this Colts team you've seen so far this season.
Well, very impressed. Obviously, saw him in the opener when we were there for Jim's induction onto the Ring of Honor. Saw him in person and been watching him every chance I get since. Chris Ballard's done a great job building this team. Shane Steichen has a blueprint for how he wants to play, and everything has fit together. You're going to have bumps in the road during every NFL season. No one goes undefeated. And they've had a few bumps in the road, principally with blitz pickup and pass protection. If they get that straightened out, they got every chance to win the division. And as was just stated earlier in the show, it's in their own hands here. Win the next three in the division, you're in. So that's the task at hand. But they're capable of it.
Yeah, you know, it's good to hear you say that because, as you mentioned, those division games are so critical. I remember the time you spent here with the Colts, you always talk about taking care of those division games. You know, Bill, you know, as you look at this Colts team today, they are facing the Jaguars down there in Jacksonville with first place on the line in the AFC South. The last time they won there, my friend, was 11 years ago. What do you believe this team must do today to end this bad streak down there, and it's supposed to be a reigning Jacksonville?
As you know, I don't believe in streaks. I mean,
That's right.
Crazy things happen every now and then, and you don't worry about that. What you got to do is worry about the game and take care of the game. What they have to do are a number of things. Number one, they have to protect Daniel Jones, and they have to protect him in two contexts. First, the blitz, because obviously he's had some and they've had some difficulty with blitzes earlier in the season, so they're going to get plenty of that. But Jacksonville has three guys on defense who can change games: Josh Hines-Allen, Alua Khan, the linebacker, and Trayvon Walker. They got to control those guys, and they're all in the front seven. So they have to control the front seven and make sure that they protect Daniel. Pick up the blitz. Daniel's got to know where the hots are and get the ball out right away as soon as he sees the blitz. Don't hold the ball. Don't try to make plays. Get the ball out, take a profit, and move on. That's the way you beat the blitz. And then on defense, keeping Lawrence in the pocket is a key. He's not as I mean, he's a good quarterback, period, but he's not as successful in the pocket than out. When he gets out, he can do amazing things because of his speed and his ability. So you got to keep him in the pocket, and then of course win the turnover battle. If you win the turnover battle, you're going to win 90% of your games.
Yeah, we need you here with the Colts, man. What a breakdown here for this football team as they get ready to play Jacksonville coming up later today. Bill, we know you're in the Pro Football Hall of Fame, and many of your former players, including Peyton Manning, has a gold jacket as well. As you reflect on your time, and especially with Peyton, give us a story on when you realized that number 18 was going to be one of the best quarterbacks to ever play in the NFL.
Well, we were in Baltimore his rookie year, and he had a rough year that year. I think there were 23 interceptions or something like that. But I could see them getting better as the year went on. And this was late in the season, November. We had a chance to win the game against the Rex Ryan defense, and we missed on a read that told us, that we should hit the Marvin in the corner of the end zone. The route got fouled up, and we lost the game. So we went in the locker room after the game, and when Coach Moore finished talking to the team, I got Marvin and Peyton, pulled them aside and said, listen, I want you to forget what happened today. It will never happen again. I've seen you two guys work for the entirety of this season, and I know with one off season, this will never happen again. You're gonna score 25 touchdowns on this route before your careers are over. And I think they both looked at me like, hey, boy, this guy's off his rocker. But I knew it was correct because I knew what great workers they were and what ability they had. And, of course, the prediction came true.
Yeah, that's great. That's great stuff there. You know, Bill, I've always admired how the late owner Jim Irsay allowed you the freedom to just do your job and oversee the operations of the team. And boy, did your partnership with Mr. Irsay produce so many victories and division titles, and of course that Super Bowl win. There is no doubt Colts fans and we truly miss Jim Irsay. Can you share with us what it was like working for him?
Oh yeah, it was a joy. It was a joy every day. First of all, he did leave you alone. He laid down the parameters. This is what I want, and then trusted you to do your job. And if something went wrong, he wanted to find out why it went wrong and how we could fix it. There was no recriminations, no backbiting, no finger pointing, nothing like that. But most importantly, he was a football man. He came up in the organization starting in the equipment room as a teenager. So he knew everything about football. He was the most knowledgeable football owner in the league, and that includes Art Rooney and John Mara, people, you know, who grew up in the game as well. So he knew everything about the game. So if there was an issue that we had to deal with, whether it was discipline or a contract or whatever it was, I would sit down with him, and in 15 minutes I could explain all the details and we'd have a decision. It would take me 2 hours with anyone else to do that. But most importantly, he backed us 100%. If he told us once, he told us 50 times, Tony and I, whatever you guys do, I'm with you. I'm backing you. You tell me what you need, and I'll give it to you, and I'm backing you 100%. And you know, when you have that kind of support from an owner, it's a joy to come to work every day.
It's wonderful to hear. Final question here. I'll let you get out here on this. You know, you spent 14 seasons with the Colts, 2 trips to the Super Bowl, so many playoff wins, but there's nothing like winning that Super Bowl, I'm sure, in rainy Miami. As you look back, Bill, at your nearly 25-year career in the NFL as a general manager, how much did you really appreciate your time here with the Colts?
Oh, I loved it. I loved every day of it. Great place to live, great fans, and most importantly, great owner. And we had a blueprint in order to reach success, and we did. And you'll be interested to know, and I think if you took a poll of the team, most of the guys would say that we love to win the Super Bowl. It's a great thing, and we got a big monkey off our back in doing it. But the most emotional win of all was beating the Patriots in the championship game, coming from 21 points down in our building to go to the Super Bowl. That's the most memorable night of all.
Oh, it tells you about that rivalry, my man. Well, listen, thank you so much. You look great, my friend. Enjoy the game today, and we appreciate you taking so much time to join us. You are a legend, a Hall of Famer. You did so many incredible things for this football organization, the Colts, and brought a lot of smiles to a lot of Colts fans for so many years, man. You spoiled us there in your time with Indy.
Well, thank you. I enjoyed every minute of it. And Lucas Oil Stadium, by the way, is still the best new stadium in America.
You're right about that, brother. Great to see you. Have a great Sunday, my friend. Bill Polian joined us live here on Countdown to Kickoff. What a treat that was this morning, folks.
Discover more at wishtv.com and when you follow Wish TV on Facebook. Plus, be sure to follow and subscribe to the AC's Conversations podcast and others on the All Indiana Podcast Network. Connect now at allindianapodcastnetwork.com.